Yeah, I still can't see the parking or anything. That's crazy. I have everything set to max.
It's not that. Have you added? Is it added to your scenery library?
I saw the two files, the two folders inside. It says RAF, Royal Air Force scenery, and then it's above something else. I see them too there because I never had it before, so now I see them.
Okay. Um.
When you select your airport as Maran, do you see all the additional tons of parking spaces?
No, it's
Okay.
missing. I see the default, just like four or five parking. That's it.
Ah, yeah. Okay. So it hasn't added it at all.
Yeah, that's not added properly to your senior library. You might need to re-add it possibly.
All right, give me 5 more minutes, guys. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, yeah. No, no, it's okay. It's fine. It's just getting dark, mate. That's all.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Razor one on start, Coningsby. Squawk codes. It's fours for typhoons, isn't it?
Yes, I think so.
Oh dear. Razor one's taxi, Coningsby. Air to air 2 GBU 31s. Just about max takeoff weight.
Hmm.
Oh, have you updated your phones, by the way? Small update on that.
No, I haven't done mine. Yeah, I saw the update, but I haven't
Doesn't
done it.
fix the harms or nothing.
Well, we need to do that because they work for me. So,
Do they work every time?
well, you sometimes need two missiles to take out the whole site, but
Okay,
that's
yeah.
to be expected because they're spread out a bit.
Yeah, but what I've never had it one. I've never seen one even hit.
Yeah, it's
They
odd,
always
isn't it?
skyrocket and piss off into the atmosphere.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you
Well, the
can't.
skyrocket is part of their deployment if they
Right.
haven't initially got a target. That's what they do. If they haven't initially
How
got a
how
target,
do you know
then
if
they
they've got a
climb.
target though? If you're getting threat warning, then that should mean they have a target.
Mm. It should mean that they go straight there.
Right. But
But I have seen them go sky high, and then when they've got a target, then drop down. So, but that's tactics coding. It's not. I can't
yeah.
quite understand why they've done it, but if they skyrocket, that's fine. They should still seek, and then as soon as they as soon as they pick up that radar, they should just go for it. Yeah. Yes, that's what we need to do. We still need to do that. Still need to practice that.
Yeah, we still need to figure out why it's working for some and not others.
Hmm.
Razor 1, TAC departure, Coningsby 07. Why have I got 2 arrows appearing as my accelerations now? Is that a glitch or is that supposed to be like that?
2 arrows. What?
Yeah.
One either side of the.
Yeah,
oh,
there's
yeah,
2
there's
either
always
side.
one. 2 either side. No, I think that's right.
Yeah. Don't know. I've done the update, so I don't know.
Yeah. You've done the update.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
Unless
yeah,
that's how it's supposed to be, I don't know.
No, I don't think so. Can't be why.
Still no luck. This is crazy.
That is
Do you want a team viewer it? Possibly go on team viewer, see if that helps.
Yeah, have you got TeamViewer installed, Andrew?
Yes.
Okie dokie. If you are agreeable, I'll pop on and have a look.
Okay.
Just coming over to the east of Boston for the wash, and then I'll head tomorrow.
What, are you going to land here as well?
I'll be in the circuit, don't know what I'm going to do there.
Okay.
Fully loaded display. 3 tanks, all the air-to-air missiles I can carry, and 2 GBU-31s. I mean, I could do a lot with this, but very heavy.
Yeah, when you're ready, Andrew, just let me know your ID for TeamViewer.
Roger. You see it?
Yep, just typing it in.
Roger.
Oh, look, it's snowing.
Oh, great. Make sure you got the anti-ice on.
Oh no, it's not snowing in Sim, it's snowing in real life.
Oh,
where I
right.
live. Weather's quite nice at Mara.
Nigel, I don't know if I added you to it. Did I invite you to my birthday thing?
Yes, you did. That's on Facebook, isn't it? Which
Yeah, I don't know if I invited you on Facebook or not.
very well. Probably have said no,
Oh, okay.
because I'm like that.
It's fine.
Wow.
Right, let's let's have a look at this. Okay.
Which is a straight up no. Rejection.
Steve, you know my new 1911 I brought?
Yes.
Well, I've destroyed the seals on 2 of the mags already, so I've had to buy the new mags. They're only a tenner a piece, they're cheap as fuck. But I know what not to mess with and what I can mess with now.
You silly idiot.
Mm-hmm.
I've just got my hat switch working on with Eadstock. That's brilliant.
I live and die by track IR.
Just waiting
Yeah,
for us to do something.
Me too.
Andrew, I can't see anything on here yet. Seems a bit strange.
I'll be ordering track IR soon as well.
So it's added to the scenery library, correct?
No, it's not.
So you click on
Hasn't
add
got any-
area, and then you just find it in
It's-
the add on scenery folder.
Yeah.
Cheers,
I
Joe.
haven't got that.
It's not like we all know how to
I haven't
add a
got that
scenery.
far.
Oh,
I
the
haven't
hell?
got that far yet, Joe. I haven't got that far yet. Let me just.
You better not be in the air, Joe, because I'm just going to shoot you down for that comment.
Right, I'm gonna
I'm not
go.
in the air, no.
Just go
Wink, wink.
there,
No, I'm not in the air.
and let's just see what happens when we do this. It's taking a bit of time to refresh on my screen, Andrew.
It's because he's in the States. Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't got I haven't got half the buttons on the dialogue yet. Can you I would imagine it's refreshed on yours. Can you Oh, here we go. I've got it.
More on traffic, Razor
Let's
1.
go there.
Right downwind to join for the break. Runway 24.
Right, I'll join the session, Andrew, and then we'll sort out, see if I can go to the menu and sort out adding the scenery again.
Okay.
It might be, sometimes I get an issue where you have to just click off it and then click back on it in the list.
That's a well-known Windows
For it to
7,
show, yeah,
8, and 10.
that's for it to show the thing at all.
Hmm.
More on traffic,
Don't-
Razor 1. Finals running break 24.
Surprised if Andrew pops up in the middle of nowhere.
It's fine.
You're on your running break.
Right in the middle of the runway.
Well, no, it's probably more likely in the air than anywhere else.
Yeah.
Whereabouts are you then, Joe?
I'm still on the ground.
Okay, good. Just making sure there's no traffic. You see me then, can you?
Yeah. Very nice.
Plan G.
Yeah, my plan G just exploded as he went past then.
Why is my F-35 being substituted by an F-35? You got
Yeah, I
the...
was just
Is
thinking that.
that the freeware version by any chance? That's a separate issue. Let's get him flying first. You got... Andrew, do you have the payware version? Razor 110 finals, touch and go. Due 4.
Here we are. ACG RAF Marlin Land Class. Rename that. Let's open it.
Is it the freeware one that Andrew's got?
It says ACG RAF Marlin Land Class. I'm not.
No, the
what I've got
the
now.
aircraft, because it's substituted on my screen.
Yeah, it's the freeware. The last,
Okay.
the Dino's biggie model.
Do you see that? The problem there is, Andrew, when you're adding these, if you go in there and just click OK, yeah, it doesn't do anything. See it?
That old story. That
You can
old
click
trick.
OK and it doesn't do it. What you
Oh,
have to do
yeah.
is click back in there. Look, see it? And now it's added them in.
Amazing. Very good.
Well, no, it's just a bug with, well, not a bug, it's just the way the dialog boxes with FSX work with Windows 7, 8, and 10, I think.
It's going to be a fun
So,
landing. I'm having to land at
let's-
240 knots.
Let's let it generate.
Your
We
nose
may
is
have,
so high as well.
if you've got the
It's going to
freeware,
get higher in a sec.
35,
Like the real
we
thing.
may have some. Shut up. Teaching here. We may have some problems with your freeware. Well, oh no, Joe had a payware one that wasn't updated, so we had some problems, didn't we, Joe? But you might be all right with the freeware. Should be okay.
Okay.
The only problem I had problems was because the config wasn't for the right aircraft.
Auto takeoff and all that wasn't working, was it?
Oh yeah. I thought you were doing a touch and go, Matt.
Yeah, I am.
Are you?
Yeah, I've done the touch.
Oh, there you
Now
go.
I'm doing the go. I'm gonna have to read his change log, unless he meant to put 2 arrows either side. I don't know if that's.
Your aircraft looks so weird. It's got all the covers on.
Yeah, that's because your engine's off probably.
Yeah, yeah. It looks so strange.
The other thing we get, Andrew, when we're doing it, we get stuck at 86% when it's loading.
Fixed.
Fixed.
As far as we can tell, 95% fixed. It was something to do with the server timeout being set way too low, so we'd end up losing it after about 15 seconds. So if you hadn't started loading within 15 seconds, you'd lose it. But it seems
Right.
fixed.
Right, Andrew, have you seen this before, where it puts you in the air rather than on the ground?
Right.
Yep, so if you just go to World, select Airport, when that Steam thing gets out of the way. If you go back to World, go to Airport, and it'll still it should now have, that's it, fantastic. Now select Parking 30, North Parking 30, 30, and then click Okie dokie, and that should now put you on the ground.
Good.
And then I will come out of your team viewer. Oh, okay.
Roger. Thanks, man.
No, it's that's a common thing with that scenery, depending on what version of Windows you got. But
Oh man, yes, I'm in.
oh yeah, wow, fantastic,
Perfect.
good stuff. Yeah, you should be able to see. You'll be in a rubber shelter, which they're called rubs.
Amazing.
Temporary rubber shelter. Well, say temporary.
I don't know how much the freeware matches up with the Prayware version, so it may be a case of go over it and just
Of the
see what you get.
F-35.
Yeah, I'm inside.
Yeah, I'll just
Yeah,
go through.
kind of like a hangar kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, it's a temporary. They're called rubs because they're rubber shelters. So they got front and rear. You can close them up and put the heating and stuff on, but they're meant to be temporary, but they've been in use for about 30 odd years now.
What? Still using
right.
it?
Still use rubs, yeah. Use them all around the world. Rubs. Bloody
Sweet.
horrible things. Right. If we start cockpit familiarization, on the back right, should we go to the briefing? Should we go? Oh, we are in the briefing.
Yeah,
room.
you can go down to ops
Andy
if you
and
want.
I are gonna go. We'll go down to ops.
User
Okay.
left your channel.
Oops.
You meant to go down to Ops, Andrew.
User was moved out of your channel. User left your channel.
You getting airborne today, Joe, or what? Joe?
User was moved to your channel.
Why'd you move channel?
Because I want to listen in. And I just said it was alright, so I moved on.
Oh, well, you're not getting airborne here?
No, I'm waiting for them to. And I'll,
Oh, okay.
I'll go with them.
Channel
The
switched.
cockpit, I can just use.
User joined your channel.
Oh, you've all come down. Oh no. Yeah, everyone's down here.
Just wanted
Yeah.
to tell you I figured out the double arrows.
Oh, okay.
I think it's once you engage your burner, they appear. Double arrows appear,
Oh, yeah.
which is a good indication because
Oh, wow.
it means we can look at the hood for takeoff and get a full military power without putting burners on.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, all right, I'll leave you alone.
That's quite good.
I'm gonna shush now. I'm gonna not talk, but I'm staying here because we're on the same airfield.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, so the hook stovel button, Andrew, we generally tend to map because it makes it easier for carrier operations. You hit the key rather than anything else. And then of course you've got your landing gear up and down, and underneath that your landing and taxi lights, as you probably know. Go straight panel, then go to the right hand side. There's not much here we use actually, to be perfectly honest. There's the auto recovery switch, which is all automatically uncaged when you start this model, and I think yours is probably the same. It doesn't matter whether you flick it or not, but I just closed it because I like to be neat and tidy. It doesn't actually auto recover the airplane. It doesn't do anything at all in FSX. And then there's the canopy switch on there if you like to use switches rather than just the Shift E. That's the left and right hand side of the cockpit. Really simple, to be honest.
Right.
In the center pedestal, rather than the instrument panel, in the center pedestal, there are some things in here which are handy if you forget what the keystrokes are when you get it all tack packed. Have you got tack pack at the moment?
Yes.
Yeah, so when you get the F-35 and get it all tack packed up, then these switches here can make it easier if you forget the keystrokes like Control A and stuff like that. So you've got your master armament switch in the middle in case you forget the keystroke. You've got the mode on the left, which cycles between air-to-air, air-to-ground in navigation mode, and then you've got the helmet-mounted display and sight, in case you forget how to do that, etc., etc. Yep, so you can just mess around with those. I don't suppose you've got the helmet-mounted sight if you haven't got tack pack, have you?
He's got tap pack.
I think if you move... but he's got the freeware F-35.
Yeah, I think it's still in there.
Oh,
I think it's still in it. I think it's just not as good.
okay.
Okay. No, it's not.
It's not the air, yeah. I didn't think it was in the
Oh, okay.
freeware.
Been a while.
Yeah, I didn't think it was. Right. Instrument panel wise, you can see that's divided up into a big top strip and then 4 windows, yeah, which you can. Have you figured out how to get the different menus up on those yet?
Yeah, it's Shift 5, right, for the menu.
No, if you're looking at the instrument panel, say you want on the left hand side, it's probably got the TSD1 at the moment. Yeah. On your left
I see.
hand
Yes,
panel.
yes. I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah. So if you click TS, the menu of other instead, like if you wanted fuel, you could click fuel. And
Oh, I see.
so
yes.
that's how you. Yep. So you can have any combination in any way you want it there, and then at the bottom of each individual of those 4 panels, there's one on the left and one on the right, inverted triangles. If you click those, they sort of minimize the bottom windows. Yeah.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Yeah. So that can be handy when when all you want to see is targets on the TSD. It's very handy just to maximize the view. The T-FLIR doesn't work in FSX, it works in P3D.
Oh, I see.
The forward-looking infrared. Yeah, the forward-looking infrared. Look, it works really well in P3D. Then the center one is generally where our flying controls page is. So you can see if you hit your air brakes button, you can see that on a little picture of the airplane you get arrows coming up to let you know.
Oh yeah, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, and it's got your green, 3 greens for your undercarriage. It's got the outside air temperature. It's got your gross weight. I tend to use the gross weight on the top, and the G limit, which in real life is a mixture of load and software, but in this case we just ignore it. That's about it. If you move your stick around, you'll see that your rudder pedals and all that. You'll see them all move on in the
moving.
FCS page. Yeah, that's. And the next one we've got is self-explanatory. Not very good for accurate use in terms of fuel. What it is, it's just got like a little progress bar across it. It's useless really. Is on the top right of that engine panel. You've got anti-ice, A-ice.
Yes.
So the way we select that, you just click on it, and that'll turn the anti-ice on. Because it's not obvious otherwise. Yeah. Right hand side, I've got the fuel panel on mine. And again, it's self-explanatory. You can see how much fuel is in each tank. There as well. And you've got, in the little box, you've got the total fuel you've got, and you've got your internals, I think. Then you can see what's in your external tanks as well.
External, right.
On that one, yep, for when we actually got external tanks.
I think the freeware one, you can't, it doesn't report any difference. It just reports totals.
Yeah, I think that's probably right. The dump button, very handy for, again, when we're coming in for carriers and stuff, Andrew, because we've got to dump down to 40.6, which is when we can go into hover mode yet. So we'll either have to jettison stores or dump fuel in order to get down to 40.6 in order to come in the hover.
Yeah, I heard about that. It's got to be kind of light for it to hover.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, same as the Harrier in the AV8B. It can't do it with full fuel. It can't do it with full weapons, and this is no different. So 40.6 for hovering. Once you've clicked that dump, you have to keep an eye on it because it won't stop. It will keep on dumping. Yeah, so just be careful of that. On the right hand side is your Joker and your Bingo.
Right.
I don't believe you can set your Bingo, but I don't think it works. It always seems to come on it too. Yeah, and you'll get that in the HUD. You'll get the Bingo warning in the HUD. Right.
So we can't set it. We can set it to an extra. I don't know, maybe 1,000 pounds or something. Or 1,000 pounds or whatever.
Yeah, you're supposed to be able to, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, you can't set it. You can set it in the Typhoon and it works.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to work in the F-35, mate. It's a real shame. So by the time you get to Bingo, it's generally too late, especially if you're looking for a tanker. Hence why Joe has the nickname Fumes.
Who's who? Which one's which here?
Nigel's the one facing directly away from you.
He's the one in the middle of the taxiway, is he?
That's me.
I'm in the middle of the taxi.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, it's fine.
I've got my lights on. Yeah, okay, so happy with those, Andrew. You can just experiment and play around with them to your heart's content. The top panel on the left-hand side is a representation of your engine power, and when we fly the F-35, you'll hear us talk about setting the throttle to 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, etc. Yeah. So for takeoff, we'll generally set it to the arrow goes round to 6 o'clock. Yeah. And that's what you'll hear us talk about in the F-35. Then you've got your various weights, and then you've your various count. So MRM is medium range missiles, SRM is short range, 220 guns, 0 bombs or whatever, yeah. And then the 30 in the chaff and flares. If they're showing on yours, I don't. Moving across, you've got AP and AT. If you hit those, it brings up the autopilot menu.
Okay.
And yours might act a bit different to ours, but anyway, it's basically click the button and type in the things you want from the little numbers here, yeah, and then hit the bottom. Oh, I've been kicked off the network. I've just been booted off.
Okay.
I'll try and get back. Yeah, I'll just try and get back in. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves.
It didn't say that you've been kicked off.
No, he hasn't said it yet.
Not yet.
No. I don't know if it's anything to do with being sat still. Are you paused?
No.
Oh, not sure then. Go on, Joe, get yourself in the circuit.
No, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Just trying to connect again.
You say you're gonna or
Very
not
nice.
gonna, Joe?
I'm gonna, yeah, I'm
Oh, okay, good.
starting up the TFR quickly.
I'm getting rid of my weapons load.
Lost. Says my network connection's been lost.
Oh, weird.
All right, good. So, I don't have to worry about CCP right now, right?
No.
Don't worry about that.
None of that yet.
Okay.
That's funny, it's still on the list of servers. Let me sign out and sign back in again.
All right, so you want me to get TFR ready?
Yes, mate. I'll see if I can get back in.
When you brake, Matt, the aircraft bounces off the ground for me.
Oh, it's just because the nose dips so much.
Yeah. Oh, is that what we're taking?
No. We're taking 07. What was it? 07, 06?
Yeah, it's 07.
Winds, I got 099 at 13, so.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, backtrack on that one, we. Well, you know what? While you're here, we might as well make this flight useful. Gotta do your AR. I'll set up a tanker now.
Brilliant. I'll try, yeah. I'll try.
Yeah, get it done, Joe.
I'll try.
It's easy as fuck.
It's really not.
Yeah, it is.
It really isn't.
You tried it yet?
Yes, I have. Like
Oh.
14 times.
What you struggling
See,
with?
15th time
Just
lucky,
keeping
Joe.
with the tanker is a problem.
Yeah, it's just practice, man.
I'll get a decent bit of speed, that way it'll be easier. Because your alpha will be lower.
Just having to restart everything, Andrew. See if I can get back in.
Roger. And what airframe number you want me to choose?
Let me just have a look. I was in 137.
He's 137, I think.
Oh, 137 for you, mate. ZM137.
Got it.
Right, tanker's over the airfield, 5,000 feet, 060, 15 nautical mile legs. So it'll do 060, then it'll be 240.
Has it got the lights on?
Now I'm going to put it on now. It's doing 350 knots, so at 5,000 feet, you're more than stable.
Okay.
And the flight number is, I remember, 0100?
Yeah, RFI 0100, always.
Right, there you go. Where are you going to, Joe?
I don't have a clue where we were meant to be going. Oh, bollocks.
Not there.
Hold on a minute.
What?
And departure
2 seconds.
is...
Spinning around.
EGYN.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it'll be-
arrival, are we going
EG
somewhere else, or...?
No, mate, we'll come back. Yeah, hopefully in one piece.
Roger.
Don't ask me, Matt. I was not concentrating.
Nigel, when you get a chance, have a look at a couple of my latest videos from the carrier with Steve.
Yeah, those parking spaces are working out quite well, aren't they? I've angled them.
They're working for
I've
me.
angled them. Yeah.
I haven't crashed, but Steve keeps on getting, when he loads on them, crashes. As in, the aircraft crashes.
Yeah, because it bumps in the air. It like bounces.
Yeah. Mine doesn't.
Well,
mine doesn't do it. But
I've set the altitude of the deck of the carrier, if you like. I set that to 22 meters, which is seems to work, but he might have to adjust his a little bit to make sure he doesn't bounce. But that's normally what it is. It can be like half a meter out and it'll bounce and crash.
Okay, cool.
22 seemed to work for
most
people. Yeah, it seemed to work for most people. That's in his PA dot.
Okay,
CFG
I'll have a look.
file.
I'll get him to have a look at that. Maybe lower
Yeah,
it.
it's 20.
Even
22
if
meters.
he
You can
lowers
try
it,
21.
if he lowers it and it puts him sort of halfway in the deck, will it shove him?
It'll pop up.
Yeah, pop up to the deck rather than drop to the
Yeah.
sea.
Well, I hope
Find
so, I
out.
don't know,
We'll
mate.
try both. We don't know which way the problem is, up or down.
He might find himself in
Actually, the problem might be down
in the
because
mid-deck. Yeah,
it might be that he's too low. I think because when I see it, his smoke is on the sea rather than on the deck. But I don't know if that's relevant.
Yeah, it could be. You just have to mess around with it a bit. But was the carrier stationary? Yeah, it must have been.
Yeah, that's
when we were
fine.
Playing around. Yeah.
Although
if
ours
he
are
was
a
stationary-
tiny bit out for some reason. It's weird. Ours is
That is
like
weird.
a parking spot out from each other. Right, Joe. It'll be climb out to 5,000 feet, runway heading, and a right-hand turn to the tanker. You should have him on your TSD though.
Yeah, I have. Well, not yet, because obviously my range is quite low and I'm facing the opposite way.
Yeah, you will.
But
He's
once I turn.
he's just starting his left turn now, so he'll be on a downwind leg by the time we're airborne.
Okay.
Alright, TFR
Right.
running.
We're going to jump rooms since I'm going to be talking to Joe through this.
Yep. Yeah. Thanks.
User was moved out of your channel.
Right, loner boy. Right, Billy, no mates. He's pressing the wrong push to talk. He does it all the time, or doesn't press it.
Or isn't there?
Oh, chargeable. Give him 5 minutes to say hello, and then his pyrops get rejected. After 11 hours, it gets rejected.
Oh, good job I'm here then, isn't it?
Oh,
Oh,
Wanker.
I was hoping he wasn't here then.
You got your lights on?
Yeah.
How did you put them on?
L.
Yeah, don't ever do that. You should have been told that, because it desyncs, which means your lights ain't on for me. Use the switches. So press L again for me, and then use the switches to turn them on. Or else, I don't see them on. And it just ain't cricket, is it? Oh yeah, and learn how to steer the aircraft, yeah?
No, I tried to fit it on the right hand side.
Okay.
I forgot where the right hand side was.
You put your lights on yet?
Just have now.
Cool. Yeah, no, on my screen you haven't. It's fine. Clearly they're out of sync. Okay, tanker's now he's basically on the coastline, still in the left-hand turn. Do you have him on your TSD now?
Do I have him on the SD? Yes, I do.
Wonderful. Right, ignore me. I'm going to take off, and I'll follow you, so you can I'll loop back around and follow you. So route direct to the
Okay.
tanker, mate.
Okay, roger.
Join left hand's observation position.
Okie dokie.
You rolling here?
Yeah, I'm rolling.
Speed low,
Airborne.
recover. Speed low,
Roger.
recover. Speed low, recover. Speed low, recover.
You heading for him yet?
I'm gonna just get a little bit behind him and then turn in behind, because
Okay.
at the minute he's still in front. A bit to the left.
Yeah, that's fine. Just position for him. Whereabouts are you?
I've just turned off runway heading now.
Roger.
Turning towards the tanker now.
Okay.
At 5,000.
Roger. Speed you up.
4 or 5.
Roger.
It's increasing now. What's the speed to tanker doing again?
350.
Okay.
Let me know when you got him visual at least.
Okay. Visual.
Roger.
Is he on the left hand turn?
Yeah, he will be now. Yeah, he's just starting it, I think. Yeah,
I just
Yeah.
thought it was moving away again. I was like, what?
that's right.
the
You're a
hell?
little way behind me. I'm just approaching him now.
Yeah, I've got you in sight as well.
Yeah, good.
For me, the tanker doesn't have any lights on, which is a bitch. That's why I couldn't spot it.
It's in and out of whether it will. If it syncs properly,
Yeah.
it does.
That's why I was struggling to spot it at first.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna fuel while I'm waiting
Okay.
for you to get in position. So you want to move slightly forward of the left wing, so the pilot will be able to see you. And then you drop back. Don't be rash about it. Just be gentle. You can just drop back by cutting your throttle.
Mhm. Yeah.
There's no need for mega maneuvers. But if you look right, you'll see as you start to, the speed evens out, and then you see yourself start to slip back. And that's when you sort of start to position slightly right, but you don't need to bank a lot. You just need to basically if he's in the turn, you just level out and he'll come in front of you.
Yeah.
So you'll drop astern and then you'll just start approaching very gently. It should level out very soon.
Yeah, I'm not that far behind now. And the only problem I've before is worrying that I'm not going to get it, if you know what I mean. And then panicking and then overcorrecting and then...
Well, don't then.
And then that's where it all goes to shit.
Don't panic, don't overcorrect. You want to just drift. Because once you're connected, you can actually go quite a bit before you actually lose connect. Right, I'm taking fuel.
What indicator do you do to keep up?
350.
Okay.
There's a little bit of gusty wind, so just do what you need to do visually. Ideally, you want to be getting in position before the turn.
I'm coming now, literally. I was just
Okay.
trying to figure out because my throttle quadrant's a bit broken at the minute. I'm trying to figure out like where 6 o'clock is and stuff. I'm just behind the tanker now, going to...
Okay, you need to be left observation. Slightly forward on the left wing. Then you can
I
drop
don't know
straight back.
why my spoiler isn't working.
He's starting the turn, so stay behind so you can keep visual contact if you have to.
Okay.
And then move up after the turn. I'll be taking fuel on the turn and then disconnect and remain right.
Okay.
I'll remain clear just a while. Fuel complete, disconnect.
Roger.
Moving right. I remain clear now. Now normally I'd move forward to the right wing and depart. I'm not going to now. I'm going to look for you.
Just behind you if you left.
That's cool. Yeah, have you? Right, you realise your gear is down on my screen.
It's up on mine.
Okay. It's okay, as long as it's up on yours.
You made me look then as well. Oh, now I've lost a tanker. Ugh.
Find it. Slightly low. In front. Still turning left. You're on night vision.
Oh, I've got it.
You're on night vision.
Oh.
No.
I just turned it off now to look for the tanker because I got really
Oh.
confused.
Oh, okay.
Gear limit.
Up on night vision again. I'm just completely...
Control Shift N.
Gear limit.
I'm clicking that. It's not doing it. Oh, it is now. Never mind.
Can you do me a favour and cycle your gear down then up again, please?
Just literally just did that. Obviously, that's not worked.
Alright, get to the tanker.
I'm going.
Yeah. You sure you've not
No,
got your spoiler deployed? Because You shouldn't have to be on afterburner to keep up.
Oh my. Apparently flaps were deployed, although it wasn't showing.
Yeah, it doesn't, because you don't have flaps,
Yeah.
they're automatic. They're
I
not.
know, that's what I've just.
Yeah, so just put them up to make sure.
I can't believe I just done that.
I was thinking, you got a lot of afterburner going.
I know, that's why I was losing so much fuel as well.
I'm happy that you know the procedure, but I need you to hook up. Because until you've successfully hooked up, I can't tick you off as qualified. And
I just thought, what's happening now?
what?
Oh my god. It just.
You've
Hold on a minute.
paused, mate.
I've not paused, it's just completely just like not stalled, but just won't speed up.
You froze.
No, I'm still going now. I don't know what's happened here.
Okay. Right, he's level. Right, join him. Clear air. He's level. You got 15 miles to join him now. I can pass you without you passing AAR, but you won't be allowed. You won't be allowed to do AAR on transit. So you
What the
will.
hell's the tanker doing?
Nothing. He's over there. Press
I've
F.
lost connection.
Oh, that'll be why.
So,
Continue single player. Land at Marham.
I don't know why, but Nigel can't get on either, apparently.
Yeah, it's weird. Continue single player. Land at Marham.
Yeah, hold on.
Right, I'm happy you know the procedure. You need to just practice now. Every flight I want you to practice.
I know the procedure, I just can't do it yet.
Right, well that's your thing now then. Every flight you do, you need to have practiced AR, regardless of what else you do.
Yeah. It's
And then-
just following me back on the ground at Marron, apparently.
Oh. What did you press? Did you press yes to continue single player?
Yeah, and it's just following me back on the ground. What the hell? I've never done that before.
It doesn't usually, that's why. Alright, let's go join them.
User left your channel. Channel switched.
So have I.
What's everyone having issues about?
Yeah, I got kicked out. I'm just trying to rejoin again.
See, are you on Wi-Fi still?
Yeah.
Joe, are you on Wi-Fi?
I was in town the other day and forgot to.
Am I on Wi-Fi?
Yeah, do you
No,
use...
I've got a wide connection.
Oh, okay. Right, we're RTB. I'm happy Joe knows the procedure, but every flight he does from now on, he needs to attempt an AAR during it.
Was he successful at getting?
No.
Well, I was about to go.
You were nowhere near at any point.
Well, it desynced.
No.
I didn't have a clue where it was.
No, before it desynced, you were trailing by about a mile trying to get there, and not getting there.
I totally didn't realise
You
it
can't
was
approach with 20 knots closure and expect to get there soon. It'll take
you gotta
20
be-
knots
gotta
to
be
do a
quite
mile.
quick.
It's going to take you 10 minutes to get there. You've
Yeah.
got to get
Gotta
to
be quite quick, mate.
yeah. You need to be 100 knot closure minimum to 0.5, and then from there you can slow down. That 100 knots you can lose in 0.5 of a mile by just cutting your throttle. The way I do it, I always make sure I'm moving up on the tanker. I'm never the same speed as the tanker until I'm level with them, and then I aim to drop the speed back and then drop back. Why am I coming tomorrow? I don't belong here. Oh, I'll do a circuit quick. I was just thinking, I was RTBing, but I don't belong at Marham. So. How's your end going?
Yeah, I'm just taxiing back out to meet Andrew again.
Oh, okay.
So at least we can get a circuit in. It's getting a bit dark.
What run are you going for?
2-4.
Oh, okay, I'll switch. I'll go for 2-4. Last wins I had were 100. 100 at 11, but that might have changed now. Yeah, that has changed. 2508. Roger 1, turn fast for the brake.
Yep, I can see you coming in. I think Andrew's just holding short.
Yeah, visual.
Now he's shorter, 240.
One thing to double check, Andrew, with the F-35 model when you load up is that your air brakes are away, because sometimes it likes to load them with them deployed. So a good double check.
Oh, I checked my flaps and speed brakes and all that.
Yeah, flaps are automatic, so we don't touch the flaps in the F-35, I forgot to mention. Just
Roger.
leave them alone. Just leave them alone and they'll sort themselves out. And the same with trim, it's to auto trim as well. It's not very good, but
You can do minor adjustments with the trim though.
yeah, minor, it's about right.
Roger 1, turn finals. Touch and go.
Hey, fine.
Oh, I'm going to touch and go, depart to Coningsby.
Hey, fine.
You filed that, Joe. You haven't got a landing on it, have you, so?
I don't know what even happened. It kind of bounced me, so it probably does have a landing.
Oh.
I don't know.
Finals. I think I see two F-35s sitting there now.
Gibson 4, entering and lining up.
Roger, got a visual on you.
Rosamond's airborne gear, climbing out and away.
Right, I'm going to line up on the left. Andrew, if you take the right, just behind me, or alongside me, it doesn't really matter.
Right. Gibson 8. Taxi. You want me to call
Poor
out
old
Gibson 08 or 8?
8's fine, mate. And you don't even need to say Gibson when we're all together. It's just 8.
Right.
What, 7 hours? Said he was landing about
Let
half
me know when
11.
you're in position, mate. Who's that? Steve, is he down?
Yeah. No, he's landing about half 11. He's probably about halfway now.
8 in position.
Roger. So, what we do, Andrew, is we hold it on the brakes and then we advance the throttle until we get that little index of 6 o'clock on the top left. Yep.
Roger.
When that power is set, then we release the brakes and we keep on our relevant side of the runway, and we'll rotate today about 130, 140, and then it's a left-hand circuit. Okay,
Left hand.
left-hand circuit, and just get the feel of it. I'm not worried about how long your final is. I'm not worried about how wide you take it. Just get the feel of it, mate. Yep. And it'll be
Copy
a
that.
conventional landing.
Very good. Okay.
Yep. So on the brakes, throttle to 6 o'clock. And brakes off. Four is rotate. 4 is gear up. Throttle's back to 5 o'clock.
Why did you reject?
How you doing back there, mate?
Rotate
What'd you say, Joe?
and 8 years up.
Did they just reject the takeoff or something? I don't know.
No,
Oh.
no, we're fine. We're fine. So about 600, 700 feet, Andrew, you should be able to start your turn, yeah? And then you'll need to bring the throttles back to something like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and just let that speed bleed off a bit.
All right.
What's the active?
Down,
What did you
we're
use?
using 2-4, mate. We're using
Okay.
2-4.
I'm just going to do a few circuits.
And our downwind heading is going to be 06, Andrew, yep. 060.
Nigel, did you let him know what I said earlier?
1,200 feet.
I'll let him know, mate.
Okay.
When you finish streaming, I can tell him anyway. Sorry, Andrew, say again.
I'm going to jump up and keep Steve company. Enjoy. Bye. I'll look for the pirate.
Are you streaming or have you finished?
I am at the minute. I'm going to jump up to talk to Steve.
Okay.
Channel
Ooh.
switched.
Stephen.
Nothing.
Oh, damn. You're there. I'm going to catch you. I'm going to catch you. If you're away for more than 5 minutes, I'm rejecting it.
Oh dear, you best start going through a list of yours and having them rejected then if you want to go like that.
Wow. Let's not get bitchy about
I'm kidding. I need to go down that route.
Just returning to Coningsby slow time now.
Fair one.
Joe, he's struggling with his AAR, but it's because he's not. You've got to approach the carrier, not the carrier, sorry, the tanker. But if you approach too slowly, you ain't never going to get there. But if you approach too fast, you're going to overshoot. You want about 100 knots closure minimum until you're about 0.5 from the tanker, and then you start your slow down. That's how I do it, and then I slow down just in time to pass the tanker and become level with his speed just past the tanker, then start dropping back.
Yeah, I have no issues with that too.
Yeah, constant. You've got to keep the movement constant. If you slow down to his speed, you've then got to speed up.
Exactly, burning fuel getting there.
Yeah. I get that he hasn't got track IR, but neither's Nigel, and Stephen didn't, and they've both managed.
Exactly.
Andrew doesn't have the Payo RF35, but I think he's going to get it after this flight,
Alright, so, okay.
which would be useful because he's just done the cockpit fam, and obviously it's not the same. But it's fine. The differences that are there don't make that much of a difference. So they've just taken off. They're in the circuit at Marham now. I just needed that flight doing so that he's not waiting to. So he doesn't have an excuse to go inactive because he's not allowed to fly.
Yeah, fair one.
I try and get people to the stage where they can solo fly as soon as possible. That way they can do the hours and can practice and can do and fly the airframe, even if they can't get a training slot secured.
Fair one.
I'm streaming. I'm just coming into Coningsby now. I'm just on a base with 2.5.
Yeah, I've got 2,700 miles to go still.
Youch. Dude, I'm gonna take off from Lanzarote and be landing at Gatwick before you land.
Yeah, it's alright.
It's all them hours, isn't it? It's all good.
Yeah, I'm taking a while I got the chance to do it.
Can't believe it's only bloody 10 to 5. It's almost pitch black so outside.
Yeah, I know.
When do the days start getting longer?
Right, they've already started. Every
Yeah.
day now to get increased 6 minutes per day, 3 minutes each side.
Needs to hurry up and give me more light.
It'll start happening. You'll notice it by the end of January.
Yeah. Longest day is like May or June, isn't it?
June, I believe. I'm fairly certain. June or July, it's one of the two.
Yeah. That's me home.
When you next planning on airsofting, other than your birthday?
I don't know, it might not be until then. Because I won't have all my kit sorted by then. I want all my kit sorted before I go next. So, sorry, I will have by then. But I don't know when. I don't know if I'll go before, because I think my shifts now start. I'll have to have a look. I think they start going. What am I working next week? Well, I'm off 1, 2, 3. The thing is, I don't know if I'll go before my birthday.
Harry Muff.
Just because, well, he's going to want that 100 quid soon, I think. So, I'm going to have to pay him that. Because everyone's going to chip in there. We've got at least 10 players, so I know it's only £10 extra for everyone.
That's
I don't know if that's put anyone off though. Because obviously it's costing £20 walk on, so it's £30 for anyone who's walk on for half a day. So I don't know if people are seeing that as like not worth it, but then you got to remember it's private hire, so there is no one else to influence us. So
exactly.
we rule and doing our own stuff. That's how I'm seeing it anyway. It's a weird fog
Respect.
layer. It's a weird fog layer where these
Yeah.
lights are.
Well, I'm currently expecting some very nice weather when I arrive into Australia.
Is it daylight where you are currently?
It's still pitch black at the moment.